Hello YouTubers, welcome back to Yorkshire Media. I am Mark, your host, your presenter, whatever you want me to be. I would like to thank all my new subscribers and all the old ones who stood by me. And what are we talking about today? Well, I'm definitely cheaper than the BBC, better than the BBC, more factual than the BBC. What are we talking about today? Well, it's the end of month, so I thought there'll be no taste test this Friday. I thought I'd be doing my mental health journey, which I won't be able to do it tomorrow because I've got other plan. I've got another video going up. So I thought I'd do it today. So my mental health journey. How has my mental health been this week? Well, it's been up and it's been down as usual. Yeah, I haven't been as bad and things like that as what I have been in past months. But let's concentrate on mental health and being aware of mental health and things like that. So let's concentrate on you. You know, how is everyone's mental health, around the United Kingdom? Is your mental health taking a big hit? Are you anxious? Are you overwhelmed? Or are you just annoyed with the world and things like that? Me, I'm well, I'm coping. I'm coping very well actually. This week, I've done really well, I suppose. Making headway in certain directions and things like that. But I just thought we'd talk about mental health in general. If you are suffering mental health and you don't know what to do, your first call is your own GP. Basically, go to your own doctors and things like that. If you need someone to talk to straight away, then you go to Samaritans, which is 123 116. You go there and talk to them, and that. There is other organisations like Mind. If you look in Google and you put in Mind, and they can help as well if you're in urgent need of any assistance or help. For some people, they don't like talking about it. They don't like talking about mental health and that. I mean, do you know someone who's going through mental health? If so, do you think they need a bit of support? You know what I mean? And that. You know what I mean? We all need support from time to time and things like that. And I don't mean financially. I mean emotionally support and things like that. You know what I mean? We all need that from time to time. I know I do. I know I get it and things like that. You know what I mean? Um, the other one is if you are suffering from mental health and that, try and keep busy as much as you can. That does help as well, keeping busy. It helps me and all that and things like that. I mean, don't get, and if you're suffering from depression, which I do feel because I suffer from depression myself as well as anxiety, but it's more depression than anxiety, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I do suffer from it, and it's as simple as that. Um, so there you go. So that's the mental, that's my mental health journey. So if you are suffering and that, like I say, your first protocol really is to talk to your own family doctor and tell him how you feel. Tell him the truth. Don't lie. Be truthful. The trick to mental health is you have to be honest with yourself and you have to be honest with family members. Tell them. You know what I mean? They're not going to take the mickey or all like that, but tell friends and family they're right. They do deserve to know and reason why you might be acting a bit funny and a bit weird and things like that. So tell them. That's your first protocol in my mind. You know what I mean? That's what I did. My own family doctor. And then I got the help from there. A lot of people say counselling doesn't work. Well, it doesn't work for everybody, does counselling, but counselling's there to support you, emotionally support you as well. It doesn't work for everybody. But there again, you have to be open up to it and things like that. You know, in counselling and things like that. And a lot of people don't want to sit there and talk about themselves and things like that. I don't mind. I'm always talking. This is why I'm on YouTube. This is why I do once a month my mental health journey. This is why I talk. You can, sometimes you can't shut me up, and sometimes people want to shut me up. But there you go. It is good to talk, and it's good to talk things through. If you talk to somebody else who are similar to you, or who has mental health issues as well, and things like that, it can be a breath of fresh air. Talking to somebody who understands, that is the main thing. There'll be a lot of people, and I'll say this, there is a lot of people who go through life who do not get mental health. They're not affected by mental health and things like that. I know I was told recently, oh, well, if you've got mental health, you're very weak minded. Well, no, I'm not weak minded. What you've got to understand, and this is another point as well. No, I'm not weak minded. It's not weak minded people who have mental health problems. It's across the board. Mental health. I didn't choose that. I didn't choose to be the way I am, or to get depressed. It chose me, and it's in my mind. It's the way that you deal with it, and the way I deal with it is, hopefully I talk to people and things like, if I get depressed and I get too depressed, I will go quiet. But I've been doing that for years and years and years. I will go quiet, and I won't say a word. I will socialise, I'll be polite and things, but I won't talk, about it until I'm ready to talk. It's as simple as that. And people say, oh, well, he's hiding, so there's something wrong, or he's in the mood. You know what I mean? No, I'm not in a mood. It's just that I might, at that particular moment in time, I might not want to talk. It's as simple as that. I've also been saying, oh, well, mental health is just an excuse for being laziness. Well, no, it's not. It's not an excuse for being laziness. In some cases, mental health, a lot of people can be bedridden with mental health. If you get a if you get a very severe like anxiety attack and things like that, it can make you stay in one place, or you just want to talk and things like that. But if you get, like I get, depression, and I do get severe depression, it can land me on my bed. I mean? I might not be in bed, but it can put me there, and it can put me there for hours and hours and hours and days and days and days until it starts to lift. Once it starts to lift, then I start talking and things like that. But people take me the wrong way. They think, they take one look at me and think, oh, he's in a bad mood. No, it might not be the case. It might just be the case that I'm going through severe depression and things like that. But people say, well, you're just using it as an excuse to be lazy. No, I'm not. No, people with mental health do not use that excuse. I mean, what does annoy me is when you get celebrities. Oh, well, I've been in lockdown and I've got PTSD. Where's the trauma? Where is your trauma? I had trauma in my life, and that's how PTSD occurs. That I was diagnosed with when I was in LGI at Leeds, and they says, well, yes, you have got PTSD, Mr. Dill. And also, they explain that past trauma could have bubbled up onto the surface to this one. And I says, right, so you have got PTSD. We believe that you had PTSD when you were because they got medical records, and they says, well, you've been going through mental health issues, depression and that since you were 4 or 5 years old. I says, yeah, that's right. And I says, right, fair enough. And they looked all the way through and things like that. And basically, yeah, that is the one. So yeah, PTSD. But that pisses me, it really annoys me when a celebrity says, well, I've been in lockdown and I've got PTSD. No, you haven't. You haven't got PTSD. You may have anxiety, but you won't have PTSD. And it's as simple as that. I have PTSD. I haven't got a severe form of PTSD, but I have got PTSD. I've got the same PTSD as they do in Battlefield and things like that. Every time I go to sleep, I have nightmares, and I mean nightmares, and things like that of my car crash. I've got really a car crash in my head, and I can't get it out, and things like that. So that's one thing what I have to live with for the rest of my life, and it's as simple as that. But yes, I do have PTSD. But I know other people who have PTSD, who've been in the army and things like that, and they surprise, say, we do talk about it, and they say, well, I'm very surprised that you have got it, and I explained to them, It's not only, you know, combat soldiers who get it. You can get it from a car crash. You know, anything with trauma in it, you can get it. It's as simple as like that. It's like domestic violence. How my dad beat me and my mother up. And you can get PTSD through that. This trauma. When these celebrities say, "Oh, I've been on lockdown and I got all this, I've got PTSD," it's crap. They are bullshit. It's a load of rubbish. They're just trying to get attention. They're just trying to make up the excuse that they can't work because, well, I've got PTSD. More and more celebrities since after lockdown, and I would ask them. I said, "Well, have you been to your doctors and been diagnosed this?" "Oh no, I don't need to be diagnosed." Go to your doctors. I don't think you've got it. I think you've got a very serious bout of bloody dementia or something like that. But they won't have PTSD. You know what I mean? It is. It's very odd, but no, you won't get PTSD just through lockdown. And a lot of mental health nurses and mental health organisations are saying this as well. They're saying, well, I've got a celebrity, and he hasn't got PTSD. What he's got is a low form of anxiety. That's what they've got, but they need to say PTSD. And I don't know why. It is not fun to have all like that. It's not even funny to have anxiety and things like that. But that's what they've got. They'll have a low form of anxiety, and believe me, there's different levels of anxiety as well. There's different levels of depression, and things like that. But it builds up over time. I know my anxiety, what I've got, and I have got low form of anxiety, but it just builds up over time. But that can turn into depression as well, and I've been told this by my own doctor and things like that. And plus, with other things wrong with me, I have to be careful. Yeah, it's as simple as that. I really do. Yeah, I'm type 2 diabetic. I've got to take all my tablets for that and things like that. I've got to take my metformin and stuff. And people say, "Oh, well, if you lose weight, yeah." I've been told, "Oh, well, you're fat because that's why you got diabetes." I say, "No, it's not. It's not because I'm fat. It's not. Yes, I am. I have put weight. If you knew me back in 80s, what was it? 1984 up to 1990, 93, 96 basically, up to 96, I were 8 stone wet through. You know what I mean? I were really thin. It's only since I started doing security work and I got lazy and I started eating fast food. I put I put a boatload of weight on and things like that. Now I've lost that weight. I'm down to 1601 in stones. Yeah, doctors are still not happy with that. Yeah, but I have to be careful with other things what's wrong with me. I have me, like I say, I'm down type 2 diabetes and things like that. You can get depressed by just taking tablets. I do, and things like that. I'm going through male menopause and things like that. So yeah, there is things like that. That's why I go into Artesani group. That helps me as well. I'll go in. I can't make it every live what they do, but I do keep in touch and I do go in. And whatever they talk about, I try and get involved with if I can and things like that. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. So that helps as well. It keeps my brain happy and things like that. But that's me. That is just me. But what you need to do, and this is what I'm I'm not very good at doing this. You need to look after yourself properly, and this is what I don't do very well. So you have to look after yourself. You have to keep yourself mentally try and keep yourself mentally fit and aware. Have an awareness around you with other people and things like that. You know what I mean, you might see somebody sat on a bench crying. You know what I mean? And they might not want to talk, but I do try and make contact. I say, "Are you alright, mate?" And they go, "Well," I goes, "Are you alright?" I'm only asking because if you're not alright, I'll sit down and talk. And it's amazing how many times I've had to sit down and talk to that person. And it's over something so stupid, but he's made it into, from a molehill into a mountain. Yeah, he just needed that little bit more advice. That's what I am. Yeah, talk to people. Yeah, be aware of people around you. There is people out there who are suffering in silence, and they don't need to do. Don't suffer in silence. If this video helps you, it should tell you you should talk to about it. Don't lock it away inside. Don't suffer in silence. Talk about it. The more we talk about mental health and the mental health crisis, what Boris Johnson has caused, the better we will all be. It's as simple as that. It's not taboo. We need to talk about it. It's not the 1950s, 60s, 70s anymore. We need to talk about it. We need to have this debate. We need to have the discussion about mental health and even about domestic violence as well. Because mental health comes from domestic violence as well. Even I know that. That's why I've got depression. I've come from a background where my dad beat me and my mother up. You know what I mean? And things like that. And it was any excuse to do it as well. And he started on me when I was 4 years old. You know what I mean? And until my mum left and divorced my dad, I didn't get a proper childhood until I went with my mum. And I did go with him. My mum got custody of me. And I went, and my mum went to live with my, now he's my stepfather and things like that. And he looked after me. He made sure that I had somewhat of a normality of a childhood where I could play and use my imagination and things like that. And he used to spy on me and things like that. He'd go downstairs and say to my mum, say, yeah, youngun's very good with his imagination, with play and pretend and things like that. And my mum says, yeah, he is. And Brian he did encourage it and things like that. This is why I do Teddy Bear Tuesday. Yes, I am very good at certain things. I might not be good at accents, I might not be very good at voice changing, but I am very good at delivering a storyline. You know what I mean? And the interactive play, because I used to interactive play with all my teddy bears when I was younger. That was the only sole of comfort, apart from my mum. What I got, I knew my teddy bears wouldn't hurt me, but I knew human beings would. Yeah, I mean, and things like that, and that's how it happened with me. But no, never ever ever think mental health is a sign of laziness, because it's not. It is not. Some people can't help it. Some people need help, but they won't say anything. They won't talk about it. They'll just keep it bottled up and bottled up and bottled up. And they suffer in silence, and it's as simple as that, because they think that people won't understand, or they'll take the mickey. Well, I won't. If anyone comes to me and says, well, I think I've got mental health, I said, well, I tell you what, let's talk about it, and I'll see what I can do. See if we can get you some help and things like that. And I go down that path. I've done loads. It's only recently that I had a young kid. He was being bullied, and he does have mental health problems. He was being bullied. I says, "You're all right?" He said, "No." He's 18-year-old, and he says, "No, I'm not." I said, "I tell my parents about this, but they won't understand." I says, "All right." I says, "Well, you need help." He said, "I don't know where to go." And I says, "Your own GP, your own family doctor will help, and they can't tell your parents because you're out of 18 and it's data protection. They can't tell." He says, "Are you sure?" I said, "Yeah, I'm absolutely sure. They can get you help." And he went. I seen him recently, and he's thanked me. He says, "Oh, thank you for all the help." I says, "Why? Have you got the help?" He said, "Oh yeah, I've got the help now." And he's seen psychiatrists and things like that, and he's got the help, and he's much better within himself. Now he understands being bullied. It's not his fault, and these bullies will be like, "Oh, it's your fault that we're doing this." It's not. And I have said to him, you do need to stand up to people like that. You need to push back if you can. And he says, "Well, I understand. You need to stand up to these people, because if you don't, you're going to be bullied all your life." So, I've advised him that way, and he seems a hell of a lot better with himself. He's now working, so he seems a hell of a lot better, and things like that. So I have helped people out. You know what I mean? But you can only help people if they want the help. If they don't want the help and they're not honest with themselves, then you're flogging a dead horse. Pardon the pun. You will be flogging a dead horse. You can take an horse to water, but you can't make it drink, and things like that. So yeah, so that's my mental health journey this month. I hope you've stuck around till the end. I hope you liked it. If you have stuck around till the end, then you'll know. I'm on about doing a live on Monday at 2 p.m. Monday afternoon. This Monday coming up, 2nd of May. Please come and join in and things like that. It's just going to be a pop-up. I'm not yet. It won't be advertised. I'm just going to pop it up. I will be live, and if you want to ask me any questions, you can do. So there you go. So if you've liked this, but by any chance, if you've liked this video, please like the video. Please subscribe if you're new. It's free to subscribe, so you might as well. And you get more videos like this. I do this once a month. My mental health journey. Also, please share the video to your friends and your family and to other social media like Instagram, Twitter and Facebook and Bing. And also, use the comment section below and let's talk. It's as simple as that. So comment below and hopefully I'll catch you on the next video. Bye. Bye. Now bye.